Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is Garret Schmitzer's Zaku One, which I forget whether this got another patch in the last few months or not, but I have always enjoyed using it, even though it's probably not the, optimal use in its cost range, but I like it. And we are here at 350. This is the level 2. And yeah, so I am kind of surrounded a little bit. I'm going to just pull back here some. This was another goof. Like I said, goofs I feel like have been making a resurgence lately. They are really good anymore. And it out-prioritied me, and the bullets are just, well, they're bullets. So they're going to kill me. Yep. But yeah, I like the Zaku One. It's pretty, has a lot of good damage weapons, has a Sturmfaust, has the Goof Heat Sword, has the Rakaten Bazooka, and a smoke generator for stealth. So, basically, in terms of things with stealth and the Goof Heat Sword, the Ifrit is probably more damaging and more effective, but if you were going to, that shotgun Ifrit, I would recommend this over Bazooka Ifrit personally. But again, I just really like this thing. Has a dodge roll, has a single melee swing, which is kind of like where the main, unfavorable comparison to the Ifrit comes in, I think. Just the fact that it is, that there is no dodge roll involved, so. That is the standard Zaku half cannon, because I have type disadvantage on it. If I hadn't been interrupted there, it would probably be dead, but I can work on that right now. There we go. And yeah, and something just tried to shoot me from up there, and is probably still trying to shoot me. But yeah, this was part of my Hyakushiki Kai mass production grind, and forget whether this was a rated match or not. Probably, because you have to do 15 rated matches to get the thing. So I did a lot of them in space, but I also did some on the ground because, well, like I've said before, if I'm not 100%, if I'm not like 100% not comfortable with the suit, I will go ahead and, take it into rated if I think I can do, provide a half-decent performance. There are times I take my best stuff into rated and don't provide a half-decent performance, so, problem, as they say, exists between keyboard and chair. It is not the mobile suit that is the issue. Let's see, 3190 to 3035 with 5 minutes remaining. 3670 now, so yeah, decent. Very slim lead in the 350 room, but it is a lead. Somebody else got the kill on that Shimoda sniper. That's fine. Pale Rider Cavalry just graciously volunteered to drop its defenses for me with Hades. So I'm just going to walk up and say thank you, or drive up and say thank you. And fired a little bit too shallow, hit the ground at its feet. That is, of course, the problem with being a person who tries to disable legs as frequently as I do, is if your aim is off, you're just going to hit the ground in front of them and not do anything at all. Whereas, if you're aiming for center mass and you miss, you might at least hit something behind them. Big swing. There we go. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm probably going to put on the stealth to get out of here, hopefully. I'm with our Zuda, which, yeah, that still does well as well. Like, I feel like, I may be wrong, and, I'm always happy to hear other opinions on it, but I feel like the lower cost suits from early in the game have held up better than some of the later ones, in my opinion. Maybe it's just me, but just, yeah, the things that are low cost are just, they're basic enough, they're solid enough that even now they run okay. Most of them. So it's not as big an issue as, some of the more geriatric 450s, let's say. But, at least they do go back and add things. They go back and fix things. They work on they try to work on the power creep as best they can. And yeah, I am going to just stealth up, hopefully, and get out of here, because, okay, nope, didn't stealth up. Should have, because it would have raised defense against that machine gun, but yeah, that was a pretty good machine gun. And okay, yeah, Zaku half cannon had type advantage, had a Gatling. I died a lot. But yeah, just some of this early stuff just holds up pretty well, I think. And again, like I said, I do like that they work on it. The Zeta plus A1 getting such a nice upgrade, and both the Zeta Gundams, getting that change this last right after Thanksgiving. That was just all really good. So it's one of my favorite things about this, that in a somehow in a game with like almost, I think it's almost 400 units by different models now, not just levels but models, and they add at least one new mobile suit a week, and they still go back and rebalance older ones and add weapons they should have had in the first place and features they should have had. And that, I can't think of too many other games that do that. So I really do like that. And let's see, I'm going to go after this Pale Rider Cav. Again, fired too shallow, aiming for feet. But managed to get it there, probably. Okay, well, that's another Pale Rider Cavalry. Well, I got one, and number 2 got the other, and that is perfectly fine. Or maybe it was number 4. I think it may have been. Yeah, either that or number 2 bazookaed the other one to death. It was certainly within the range of possibility. I was not able to save number 2, but they got the beacon before they died, so not the worst outcome. Half Cannon's dead again, so speaking of good outcomes for me. And now it is time to follow the rest of the group, and yeah, most of this round, after I clear whatever fight I was in for this round, largely I tried to go towards wherever the biggest group of allies was, because I figured that would be where most of the fighting wound up being. And I'm dead. But, there were more allies there, when I first got here, but they all exploded, and then so did I. But that's, yeah, like I said, just been trying to work on my teamwork a little bit, because that is, I feel moderately confident in fighting most things one-on-one at this point. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not saying I'm the best, but, I at least feel like I have an even shot at beating something when I'm fighting one-on-one, and when I screw up, I usually can identify what I have done wrong. I have missed an input, I have missed my timing, I have chosen the wrong weapon, all things that I, can see and know logically when I'm done. It's when we get into big groups that I'm not always quite as good at figuring that out, so that's what I'm working on, is not so much, trying to get a better sense of the logic of it, just being there and, hopefully winning via numbers. I did get a last-second kill there. I was not able to help my teammate, but, something at least, and we did pull it off. So, I forget what these colors are. I think someone requested the Jin from Gundam Seed, and I came up with this. 3,095 points. Otherwise, one of our Pale Rider Cavs swept the board, 105,000 damage, top assist, top diversions. But I got 7 kills and 4 deaths, along with my almost 70,000 damage, so that's pretty good. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! It is kind of funny sometimes to me that they've settled on the name Garret Schmitzer for that character. I think it was in the original Zeonic Front as well. But as I recall, when you look at the katakana, his Japanese name is actually Gerhard Schmitzer, which, pretty sure that's still a perfectly, usable German name, but I'm sure they had reasons.